Breaking news, Tesla's network was down. Everything. Their system, their computers, the app that you use for your key to get into your car was down for about 3 hours this morning, and it's just now starting to come back up. I'm really grateful I wasn't out at lunch or something, because that would have been a bummer to be stranded, but I'm sure there are thousands of people that experienced that. This probably was in response to yesterday. So let me pick it apart for you. Hey, Elon Musk. Yes, Brendan, what is it? I heard you doing battery day and there are all these really cool things that I keep seeing rumors about. Is it true? Well, like, what kind of rumors are you hearing? Oh, rumors like there's gonna be a 1,000,000-mile battery and there's gonna be a Model 2 and it's gonna cost $25,000 and all these other really cool things that are coming out that you guys have been working on for a long time, and the batteries are gonna cost less, there'll be price drops. Okay, whoa, calm down, Brandon. I'm not gonna promise any of that, but let's just say this is probably going to be the biggest day in Tesla history. 2 delays later. Thank you all for coming. Today we are announcing the Tesla Model S Plaid drivetrain is now available for order, and it'll be out in about a year. And this is our plan for how we're going to get batteries cheaper in the next 2 to 3 years. But what about the $25,000 car, and what about the price drop, and what about everything else we were hearing about? Thank you all for coming. Yesterday was Tesla Battery Day, a much long-awaited event, which actually ended up disappointing Wall Street, and Tesla stock is down. There were a lot fewer impressive announcements than people were expecting. Tesla really focused on the battery technology that they have not completed yet. They're still working on it, and they expect it to be done in the next 2 to 3 years, and they expect to be at full-scale production and making 100 times what they're making today in the next 10 years. They really marked the beginning of the end for the ICE market. Now that electric cars are going to be so much cheaper and so much easier to make, and Tesla's going to be making so many more of them, car makers out there that don't already make electric versions and they only make gas cars are shaking their boots today. And so honestly, it doesn't totally surprise me that there was an attack against Tesla. Something to try and scare investors further and try and scare customers away. The fact that this happened at all, right at the middle of the end of the quarter, keep in mind we're here in September at the end of the month, there's a lot of deliveries happening. Tesla's under a lot of pressure to get all of their numbers up and then be able to show for their Q3 financials that they did well. This would be a terrible time for anything to happen, which basically implies that this was intentional. Elon officially announced yesterday that they're working on a $25,000 Tesla. They don't have a name for it yet. It's been rumored to be called the Model 2, but that's more of a fan conjecture. There really isn't any concrete information on it yet, except for this one slide they showed during the presentation of Battery Day, where they do need to have a less expensive Tesla in the future. This is probably still a few years away. They also announced the Tesla Model S Plaid with a decently high starting price of $140,000, but it's going to get 520 miles of range at least, and it will go faster than any other Model S in the past. This is going to be an incredible car. Now again, you can't have one yet, you need to order it. It's $1,000 refundable, but you can have your car in a year if you put your order in. All of that technology is nice and people are really stoked about it, but I think people really are more caring about the fact that battery production is about to become a lot easier, a lot cheaper, and a lot more efficient. 54% range increase just from battery tech alone getting better is unheard of. Let me help you do this simple math here real fast. If the Model S right now gets 402 miles and they can increase that by 54% in the next few years, that's 600 and something miles. That's a lot of miles in one full charge on a battery. What if that battery gets more range and is cheaper? What if the new Model S's, the new long-range Model S's start around $60,000 in the future? What if that's how cheap they are to make just because of all the technological advances Tesla's coming across? Do you really think all the other luxury gas car makers out there are thinking, that's not that big of a deal, I'm not really that concerned about that? Or do you think they're thinking, oh, okay, that hacker that we know of that found that one way into Tesla 5 years ago that might still have that loophole, we need to go pay him $1 million to go drop their system and try and scare everyone. Tesla also talked about during their announcement that the supercharging potential of the new cells is going to be phenomenal. It's possible that in the next few years, the new battery cells are going to supercharge to full in 5 to 10 minutes. And once that happens, you're gonna stop at a supercharger for right around the same time you would stop at a gas station. And there's really no more reason to go for a gas car. That is the beginning of the end of the ICE car. What are your thoughts about Tesla Battery Day, and what are your thoughts about Tesla's network going down? I got lucky, I was not stranded somewhere, but I'm gonna go and message a bunch of my friends that own Teslas right now and find out if they were all okay. I wonder what Tesla's response is going to be to this security breach. It's mind-blowing that this is how the war is going down between ICE and electric. Let me know in the comments below what your biggest takeaway from Battery Day yesterday was, and let me know how you feel about this security drop. Stay safe.